Victor Wembanyama has been on such an unbelievable run that the league hasn't witnessed this kind of dominance from a player his age in years. Night after night, the young superstar keeps raising the bar with performances that leave fans, players, and analysts completely stunned. The hype around him has grown so massive and so undeniable that even Michael Jordan felt compelled to speak out, proving just how extraordinary Wembanyama's rise has already become.
No one can stop him, and I'll tell you why.
It wasn't just Michael Jordan who started paying attention to Victor Wembanyama. Behind the scenes, a surprising number of NBA players were already whispering that they would choose Wemby over even LeBron James as the future face of basketball. And honestly, once the details started leaking out, the entire conversation around him changed. But what most fans still don't realize is that before Jordan ever publicly praised Wembanyama, there was a terrifying moment in 2025 that nearly changed everything forever. In March of that year, while the San Antonio Spurs were quietly building one of the league's most exciting seasons, shocking news suddenly hit the basketball world. Wembanyama had been diagnosed with deep vein thrombosis in his right shoulder, a dangerous blood clot condition that immediately sparked panic across the NBA. The fear was real because many people instantly remembered what happened to Yao Ming and Bill Walton, two legendary big men whose careers were heavily damaged by similar health issues. At only 21 years old, questions quickly shifted from championships and MVPs to whether Wemby would ever look the same on a basketball court again. But this is where the story becomes unbelievable. Instead of relying on ordinary recovery methods, the Spurs reportedly turned to advanced human performance systems connected to NASA-style recovery research, using technology similar to what astronauts use after returning from space. Wembanyama went through specialized circulation and toe-strengthening exercises designed to reduce pressure around the clot area while still protecting his mobility and athleticism. Imagine that for a second. One of the NBA's brightest stars doing resistance band foot drills while surrounded by equipment that looked like it belonged inside a spacecraft. And through all of it, Wemby stayed completely silent. No excuses, no public breakdowns, no dramatic social media moments. He simply locked in and kept working. And when he came back even faster than the medical timeline anyone had projected. And he looked angrier on the court than he did before the injury, which honestly should have been a warning sign for the rest of the league that this dude was about to become a problem for them in the best way possible. So, according to insiders, Michael Jordan was watching all of this from a distance and told people close to him that it reminded him of himself. And notice he didn't say the talent reminded him of himself or the stats. He said the resilience did. The fact that this kid got handed one of the scariest diagnoses a basketball player could get, and instead of shrinking, he came back even better. And if you think that's just MJ being generous, wait until you hear what he said about WMBB's mentality. Because that's where this gets really, really interesting. Listen, if you think MJ was just impressed by a 7 feet 4 inches dude who could shoot, you've been watching the wrong sport. Jordan doesn't care about your dedication you put into the game when the lights go out. What Michael Jordan saw during Victor Wembanyama's 2026 comeback was far bigger than a young superstar recovering from a health scare. He saw a player who had completely changed mentally. The humble teenage phenom the basketball world met on draft night was suddenly gone, replaced by someone playing with a different level of focus and intensity. Jordan understood it immediately because he had lived through the same kind of doubt himself. When MJ returned to the NBA in 1995 after stepping away for baseball, critics claimed he had lost his edge and that the league had moved on without him. Fast forward to 2026, and Wembanyama was hearing nearly identical criticism. Charles Barkley openly questioned whether the skinny young star could ever become the face of the league, repeatedly pointing to his body frame and even bringing up the frightening 2025 blood clot diagnosis as proof that he might not hold up physically. But behind the scenes, Jordan reportedly reached out directly and pushed back hard against those takes. MJ didn't see weakness when he watched Wembanyama return. He saw a player who had finally found his motivation, the same way Jordan once used the physical battles against the old Detroit Pistons as fuel for his own rise. According to people close to him, Jordan believed Victor had stopped caring about pleasing everyone and started playing with the goal of destroying every doubt placed in front of him. And honestly, if you've watched him recently, it shows. During the 2025 offseason, while most NBA stars relaxed or vacationed, Wembanyama disappeared into one of the strangest and most intense training stretches fans had ever seen. Spending time at the famous Shaolin Temple in China, training alongside monks and studying martial arts discipline. He reportedly worked through exhausting kung fu routines focused on balance, body control, and explosive movement, all designed to help a 7'4" athlete move more efficiently while protecting his body from the stress that comes with his size. But the mental training might have been even crazier. Back home in France, his trainers pushed him through brutal cardio sessions before immediately forcing him into high-speed chess matches while exhausted, teaching his brain to stay sharp even when his body was completely drained. It became clear that Wembanyama wasn't just training to become stronger physically. He was trying to become mentally untouchable. That obsession instantly reminded career games. Even LeBron James didn't hit those numbers that quickly. And if anyone still thinks it's just hype, his trophy shelf is already shutting down the argument. Wembanyama didn't simply win Defensive Player of the Year. He became the youngest player ever to capture the award and reportedly earned it unanimously, meaning not one voter believed another defender was even close to his level. But the numbers behind his impact are what truly leave people speechless. On February 23rd, 2024, while most rookies were still learning how to survive an NBA schedule, Victor became the youngest player ever to post a 5x5 game against the Los Angeles Lakers, finishing with at least 5 points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks in the same night. It was the kind of stat line that basically screamed, "I can dominate every area of basketball." Yet somehow, that was only the beginning. He later became the only rookie ever to finish a season with 1,500 points, 250 blocks, and 100 made three-pointers, combining elite rim protection with perimeter scoring in a way the NBA has never really seen before. Watching him feels like someone fused the defense of Hakeem Olajuwon with the offensive skill set of Kevin Durant and stretched it into a 7'4" frame. His player efficiency numbers are already ranking among the greatest starts in league history since the era of Wilt Chamberlain. But the mental pressure he puts on opponents may be even scarier than the stats themselves. Teams are attacking the rim far less whenever he's on the court because players see his reach waiting near the basket and instantly rethink the entire play. In many cases, scorers abandon drives completely before he even leaves the floor. That's the kind of psychological dominance people once talked about with Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Opponents aren't just battling talent anymore, they're battling fear. And offensively, there's almost no clear strategy to stop him. Most giant players can at least be 4